On October 4th, 2025, the Columbia Gem and Mineral Society hosted a Dixie Mineral Council field trip to Morris Island, South Carolina. We all got up bright and early to load up onto the boat and head on over to the island. There was a big turnout, not only from South Carolina gem clubs, but also some in North Carolina and Georgia. Morris Island, which is an 840-acre uninhabited barrier island in Charleston Harbor, is particularly good for fossil hunting. First, because it's uninhabited and is picked over less often than other beaches in the area, but also because this area was underwater millions of years ago. The warm, nutrient-rich waters served as a nursing ground for sharks. In addition to lots of shark's teeth, you can also find things like dolphin, whale, and shark vertebra, sea turtle shells, and other fossilized bones of ancient sea creatures. Morris Island also endured heavy combat during the Union's campaign to capture Charleston during the American Civil War. But the forts and fortifications did not last. In the end, they all succumbed to one powerful force: beach erosion. Speaking of forts, we got the chance to ride past Fort Sumter on the way out to the island. The beach erosion that destroyed the Civil War forts is the same reason that the island makes a great fossil hunting location today. The eroding sand washes out fossils that have been buried for years. When we finally made it out to the island, everyone was super excited to get hunting. We spread out, some people rushing down to the opposite end, and some people taking their times, walking and picking up whatever they could find. This was one of the first larger teeth I picked up. There were also lots and lots of shark vertebrae to be found scattered along the beach, just like these. It's hard to differentiate the species. However, it's pretty easy to tell some different shark's teeth apart. This tooth came from the Angustodon shark, a megatooth shark that lived between 21 and 34 million years ago. You can also find larger fossilized vertebrae on Morris Island, likely from land or sea mammals like a dolphin. As we walked further down the beach, club members continued to find more and more shark's teeth. We eventually made it down to the jetty, where more larger pieces of shell and fossilized bone seemed to accumulate. We found another vertebra, although it looked different than before. Maybe it was from a fish rather than a shark. One Columbia Gem and Mineral Society member got really lucky and found an alligator scute. Another member found even more vertebra and a pottery shard. It was about time to start heading back to the boat, but as we left, we got to take in the views of the lovely Ravenel Bridge. As we were all gathering onto the boat, the wind picked up and you could see the sand gliding across the beach. As we started our journey back across Charleston Harbor, we got the chance to see some dolphins. These dolphins are known as Tamenin's dolphins and are actually genetically distinct from the bottlenose dolphin. This was discovered in June of 2023, and Charleston can now say they have their own species of dolphin living in Charleston Harbor. After we got back, some of us ate a lovely lunch at Shem Creek Crab House. One of the fun parts of any fossil hunting trip is counting up what you've got at the end. Here are all my shark vertebra, my stingray crushing plates, and lots of teeth. About 80. Here's some more. This is about 140 different shark's teeth that were found at Morris Island. We hope you can join us next time on a Columbia Gem and Mineral Society field trip or one of the Dixie Mineral Council field trips. Thanks for watching.